Welcome to ArtMind. Today we are learning about the Content Aware Move tool in Photoshop. The Content Aware Move tool is nested over here and its shortcut is J. I'll begin with the Move Mode option. This will let me move this person but in a content aware way. The Content Aware Move tool partly acts like a selection tool, so I'll make a selection around this guy. I'm going to click over here to start the selection. And then over here, I'm going to release my mouse to close the selection. But let me show you another method of selection. I'm going to deselect the selection by hitting Ctrl+D or by clicking anywhere outside the selection. Next, I'm going to hold Alt, click, and it starts behaving like a polygonal lasso tool. To end the selection, I'll release the Alt key. Now we have to move the subject to the left. So I'm going to click and drag. Now if I let go of the mouse button, Photoshop is going to analyze the content and then give us the result. So Photoshop not only moved the man, but it also filled this area with similar content. It knew that this region had to be filled with clouds and sky, and so it did. For the patch over here, it has also done a very good job. The outer rim of the patch has pretty well meshed with the background sky as well. I'll get rid of the selection so you can see clearly. Next, I'll check out the Extend Mode option. Suppose I want a copy of this girl, so first I'll make a selection around her. With that done, I'm just going to click and drag. Then when I'm happy with the spot, I'm going to let go of the mouse button and Ctrl+D for deselection. There you have it. Now these options are common for both Move Mode and Extend Mode. I'm currently in Move Mode and I'm going to begin with Structure. I'm going to select this deer. Then I'll click and drag to the left. Release my mouse button and let the patch settle there. You can see that the Content Aware Move tool hasn't done much great of a job here. Some parts of the deer are missing. What's the cause of it? The cause is structure. Now at this moment, structure is at its lowest value, which is 1. It's basically telling Photoshop to use the lowest amount of structure of the original deer on this patch. Hence parts of the deer are missing. Now with the selection still there, if I increase my structure, let's see what we get. 7 is the highest value of structure, which gives us the entire structure of the original selection. So now we get the entire deer along with its adjoining lighter grass. From here, you can go ahead and fine-tune the value of structure so that this patch seamlessly blends with the image, or you can play with color. But before that, I'm going to hide the selection and get it out of the way. So that'll be Ctrl+H. The selection is still there, it's just hidden. Now let's plunge into the color option. You might have noticed that the image is sunnier on the right hand side and it gradually becomes darker as we go left. So it would only make sense if the deer was a bit duskier from all the shadow cast by the foliage above. And it's the job of the color option to match the shade of the patch with that of the background. 0 is the lowest value, which means no mixing or matching of colors. But as I go up the slider, it'll start matching the colors more and more. And you can see the deer turning darker, matching its immediate background. Next, we are going to look at Transform on Drop. Let's see what we can do with it being unchecked. I'm currently on Extend Mode. I might as well could have been on the Move Mode option, but just for the sake of the example, I have chosen Extend. I'll make a selection around this hanging lamp. Then we do our regular drag. The duplicate is fine, but what if we want a duplicate with a smaller size? I'm going to try Ctrl+T and try to scale it down with the transform handles. Hit Enter to confirm. Let's deselect the selection. And you can easily detect a sort of band around the lamp. I'll undo a couple of steps. And then I'll check Transform on Drop. We'll drag the lamp to the right to see what difference it makes. I'll let go of my mouse button, which immediately gives us a bounding box. I'll use it to scale it down. Let's see what happens. I can even rotate it if I want. And if I right click, I can do all of these. We'll stick with flip horizontal for now. Once I'm done, I'll confirm this. I'll deselect the selection to let you see that the smaller duplicate has pleasantly merged with the background. There's no seam or band around the lamp like we had before. We can use any of the selection tools from here and then use the Content Aware Move tool. For example, let's use the rectangular marquee tool. Then I'll make a selection around this vase. Now I'll select the Content Aware Move tool. We have extend as mode, so let's try that out. And it works. Okay, so these options are pretty common with all the selection tools, so I'll not go over them in this tutorial. Instead, I'll do sample all layers. First, we're going to see the results of it being unchecked. And in this example, we have this image layer. And on top of that, an empty layer. I'm on extend mode and suppose I want a duplicate of this window. But I want this duplicate not on this image layer, but on this empty correction layer. So let's select the empty layer, make a selection around the window. Now let's see if it does the job of sampling the pixels from this image layer and putting the duplicate on this empty correction layer. It does not. Now let's try checking sample all layers. I'm gonna move the selection. And it works. So it has sampled the pixels from this image layer, although it is not selected, and then put the duplicate over here. Next we have this example. We have image layer at the bottom and an empty layer on top. Let's check sample all layers and then select the top correction layer. Now let's make a rough selection around the jellyfish. Since we are on extend mode, we can make a duplicate of the jellyfish. Here, since the duplicate jellyfish is on its own layer, we can easily change its opacity and fade it. But can we achieve this when the duplicate is on the same layer as the image? Let's find out. I'll undo a couple of steps until I have the image layer only. Then on the same layer, I'm gonna make the duplicate. Now let's try reducing the opacity of just the duplicate. It just doesn't work. It's reducing the opacity of the entire image, which is not what we want. To achieve what we want, I'll have to start afresh. So let's go back a couple of steps with Ctrl+Z. The selection's still there, I'll just click and drag. Now immediately after dragging, without doing anything in between, I'll have to go to Edit and then Fade Content Aware Move selection. Here we can exclusively fade the duplicate only. And this is all I have for today. Make sure to check the other videos. I'll see you next time. Bye.